Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. As always, my name is Harmon. Today's video is all about Terry Kath, who was the founding guitarist and also singer for the band Chicago. Now, Terry's death was an accident. However, it was 100% preventable. If you're a fan of the band Chicago, like I am, you probably already know the story, but for those of you who don't know the story, we're going to get into it, and of course I'm going to show you his grave, so either way, stick around. Now, I've been listening to the band Chicago for at least 15 years or so. They are definitely one of my top favorite bands. I love a lot of the, I guess it would be like the 80s hits that they did, but I liked other ones too. Lots of other good songs by that band. They're still touring. They've been touring since 1960 something, and I think there's only like maybe one or two of the surviving members left. But anyway, so of course the band Chicago, they formed in Chicago, Illinois, and that is of course where Terry Kath was born. It says that Terry Kath was very musical growing up, and he obviously was very, very good at the guitar. Now, Terry Kath was born January 31st, 1946, and he ended up dying January 23rd, 1978. So basically about a week before his 32nd birthday. So he died at the age of 31. It says that as a teenager, he played the drums, banjo, he played bass, and then of course settling on guitar. Terry did struggle with health issues and drug abuse towards like the later end of 1970s. Now, if you've never heard of the band Chicago, they're kind of a mixture of different genres mixed together, but they utilize like trumpets, trombones, horns, also like really great guitar solos, and again, I just love their vocals. Terry sang some of the lead vocals for some of the earlier tracks, including I'm a Man, Color My World, Make Me Smile, Wishing You Were Here, etc. And he had a really good voice. But I would say mainly his guitar playing is kind of what most people remember him for, but he also did sing really well. Terry enjoyed target shooting, and so he regularly had guns on him or with him most of the time. On the day of his death, January 23rd, around 5 p.m., he was at a party at the home of one of his roadies and band technicians named Don Johnson. At that time, Terry had begun to play with one of the guns he had, which was a .38 revolver. He put it to his head and pulled the trigger, and of course nothing happened. So he told Don that he's like, hey, this is unloaded, so it's no big deal. However, Terry picked up a different gun, a semi-automatic 9mm handgun, and then he told Don, he said, hey, look, basically like, don't worry about it, the clip is not even inside the gun. And it says that his last words were, what do you think I'm gonna do, blow my brains out? He then, I guess, showed Don that the magazine was empty, but then he put the gun back to his head and pulled the trigger. But little did he know that there was actually one bullet left in the chamber already. So even though he showed the magazine being empty, there was still one bullet left that he didn't know about. And so he ended up killing himself accidentally right there in front of his friend, Don. I can't even fathom being in Don's shoes, just kill themselves right in front of you. And many people came to Terry's defense, stating that he was not suicidal at all and that it was obviously a complete accident. Of course, other people have different opinions on that, but from what I've read, it sounds like that is true, that it was an accident. Regardless, Terry died that day at the age of 31. He left behind his girlfriend named Camelia Ortiz, and also his 20-month-old daughter. Her name was Michelle. And now this is one particular reason why guns should always be treated as if they were loaded. This is a prime example of that. And now, nothing against Terry or anything like that, but I do believe 100% that his death was easily avoidable. And that starts with not playing around with guns, no matter how much you have spent time with them or how comfortable you are around them. You always treat them as if they're loaded, because again, he thought it was unloaded, but there was still one bullet left. It goes to show that you just got to be super, super careful with handguns. After that happened, the band Chicago, of course, for a brief period of time, they actually thought about potentially just breaking up the band. As of course, Terry was, I think, their lead guitarist and one of their founding members. However, they decided that Terry would have wanted them to kind of continue on forward. And so they actually kind of penned a song titled Alive Again, or I'm Alive Again. And it was kind of meant in remembrance of Terry. Anyway, guys, I'm going to walk down here and I'm just going to try to find Terry's headstone and grave here. All right, guys, again, just a sad, tragic case. And again, no hate or anything towards, him or his family or anything. I just feel like I wish he would have been a little bit more smart and careful handling firearms and not really kind of considering them as just like toys, because he liked to just play with them. And so no hate towards them or anything, just only wish that he would have been a little bit smarter about what he was doing. Because again, it was definitely preventable what happened. But regardless, I wanted to come here and show you his grave and talk to you about one of the founding members of Chicago. And again, if you have never listened to the band Chicago, oh my gosh, you are missing out. Again, I'm not sure how I heard of them. I mean, I was in high school when I first heard some of their songs. But my stepdad really, really loves them. And so that probably kind of inspired me to want to listen to them more. They have so many great songs, and just give a couple songs a listen. Again, their genre is kind of just a mixture of, again, like horns, trumpets, trombones, but also using their guitars, like guitar solos, and again, just incredible singing. Some good like kind of ballads and stuff like that. So give a couple of songs a listen, maybe you'll enjoy it. I definitely do. So anyway, rest in peace to Terry. Again, my name's Harmon. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.